Good morning, good morning. Today's Wednesday, it's 7:05 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and also go to Urth Cafe. I'm gonna get $16.02 for 6.6 miles. I think I had the app on for about 30 minutes when I got this offer. And all the offers that came in were not even close to being acceptable, not a single one. And yeah, I was surprised when this one came in that it was a really decent one. So lucky for me. And nothing too exciting to report, other than the news about the government passing the law on no tax on tips. But I'm a little bit confused as to whether or not gig workers are eligible for this benefit. It's really confusing because it's a new law that just passed, and of course it's not 100% official yet. And since it just broke yesterday that that it was passed by like all these people, I guess everybody, it was a unanimous vote of approval. It's really hard to know what the pluses and minuses are to this no tax on tips law. So we'll see. I guess what happens in the coming days, whether or not it's going to really benefit gig workers. I saw on TikTok they said it's not going to benefit gig workers because it's only for people that are employees of other companies and not contractors. But then I saw other things that had DoorDash and Uber Eats were lobbying to have gig workers added to the bill. So, and then I also heard that it's only cash tips that are relevant, not tips that are from credit cards. So it's really confusing. And I guess we'll just all have to wait and see what happens. I'm sure a lot of misinformation is going to come out, as it always does. All right, I found a parking spot. I'm going to park it, and let's go into Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. All right, I got the order. It was just a couple minute wait. No problem at all. Order is secured. Now we just got to go across the street to Urth Cafe. 3 minutes, 0.4 miles. Not far at all. And there were a lot of people inside of Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. Not super packed, but it was busy. And when I first walked up to the counter, there was nobody to help me at all. One lady was making drinks, and I couldn't see anybody else. And she had her back to me and was completely not interested that I was at the counter. And then another person appeared and just said, "Are you picking up?" And I said the name, and I saw the order just sitting there behind the counter. And she just grabbed the order, and they had me confirm it in front of them, and I was out of there. That was it. That was the extent of the coffee bean and tea leaf order. And now I hope I have room in my delivery bag for whatever I'm picking up at Urth Cafe. Let's see, what are they getting? Coffee of the day large, plus 2 cafe lattes large, strong Italia. So it sounds like I'm getting 3 coffees, which can sit on the floor of my front seat, so it'll all work out fine. So I'm gonna have a total of all drinks to be delivered for both of these customers. It's a coffee run this morning. A fun little coffee run. See, things don't look busy here at Urth Cafe, thank goodness. So the coffee should just be sitting there ready to go. They're generally pretty fast. I'm gonna get a really close parking spot. Fantastic. Let's go in. No waiting on the order. All right. What am I dropping off first? I am dropping off the Urth Caffe coffees on the floor of my car. 7-minute drive, 2.2 miles. It's a house. It's a leave at the door, and I have a gate code. All right, let's move out. Everything was quiet in the Urth Caffe. There was a girl at the counter preparing pastry boxes when I walked up to the counter. And she just helped me right away. And the coffees were just sitting inside of a glass warming case. She took them out and handed them to me. That was about it. There was nothing else too exciting to report inside of Urth Caffe. So far, this is turning out to be a nice start to the day. The fact that the first drop-off is a house makes me very happy, and I have a gate code. So it means it's going to be a simple drop-off because it's also a leave at the door. So there should be no complications. And currently the traffic is still light. People are slowly starting to come out to go to school or go to work or go wherever they gotta go. So traffic has not built up to full capacity yet. That usually starts at around 7:30. I've got about 15 minutes of peace before all the other crazies come out to meet me on the road. And then I ended up having a weird sleeping pattern yesterday because of the doctor testing that I had to do yesterday. I fell asleep, I think, at around 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday and woke up at around 7 or 8. And I was wide awake, and I ended up not going to sleep until around 11 o'clock at night. And then, of course, I always wake up at my regular time. So there I was. It was 3 a.m. and it was time to get up. And so I kind of feel like I did last time, where my sleep patterns were out of whack. I just kind of feel a little bit loopy, a little bit out of it today, but functional. Like, it's like, well, I can still do the job. I don't feel like I'm a danger to the road to be out here. I just feel a little just a bit wonky, like my body's not sure what time of day it is. It's like, is this the afternoon, the morning? What's happening? So that's kind of the general mood, and usually I snap out of it though by the afternoon. I should be fine. I definitely, when I counted the number of hours that I slept, I think I got enough sleep. But I think I read somewhere that you're supposed to get a continuous, the amount of sleep you get is supposed to be continuous. And I guess, mine was broken up. I don't know how many hours, like maybe 4 hours and 4 hours or something like that, or 3 and 4, I don't know. But I guess it was not consistent as much as it should have been for my health. So, but I don't know. Life's not perfect. You can't possibly every night get the perfect amount of sleep in the order it's supposed to be. So you just do the best you can. And everything else is going good. It's getting close to that time where I need to wash my dogs. That's coming up. They're starting to look really, really bad. They're starting to look like homeless dogs. When the little white dog starts to not look so white, something's wrong. You're like, oh, that dog needs a bath. And luckily my other dog, who's all brown, you can never tell when he's dirty, but I always check his eyes, and I can always tell when those yucky things start to form in his eyes that it's time for a bath. And of course, both dogs do not like taking a bath at all. But it's got to be done. It has got to be done. Just like everything else every day, all the chores in the world, whatever thing is a chore, it has to be done. I know a lot of people, they just ignore things in their house and let them go to pot. They're like, I don't need to clean the toilet. It's just a toilet. Who cares how filthy it is? It's like, you gotta maintain everything in your house so it's sanitary. Otherwise, you're gonna get sick. You're living in a germ-infested environment, and that's really bad. So yeah, it's gotta be done. I keep forgetting to wash my dishwasher. I have always just run my dishwasher with the dirty dishes, and then I take the stuff out, and then every so often I'll clean the filter for my dishwasher. But I swear I never think about completely sanitizing my dishwasher. And after a while, you know, the sides of the dishwasher and the rack itself, they start to turn like this weird yucky color. Like, you know, it's like food deposits that are forming on the sides of the dishwasher. So yeah, there's also the fact that, you know, you have to clean your dishwasher. And for the longest time, I used to always think the dishwasher cleaned itself, but it does not clean itself at all. Ooh, that traffic was bad right there. Alright, it's going to be coming up. The gate's coming up next. I'm hoping the gate's open so I don't have to enter the code, but I'll probably have to enter the code. Oh, it just closed. I missed it. Oh, I missed it. Alright, what is the code? Open gate. I think I've been to this customer's house before. It's the same. He ordered the Urth Caffe last time, as I recall, and it was this guy that had just came from a workout. He was real sweaty. His clothes were like drenched in sweat. So I think the same thing's gonna happen. He's probably gonna meet me outside, and I'm gonna hand it to him, even though he put leave at the door. I have a feeling it's going to be the same routine. Let's see how this all plays out. Sometimes these customers have the same habits. Let's see if I can see it. There it is. And his garage is open like last time. He's probably going to meet me outside. He's probably dying for his coffee. Yep, here he comes. Doing good. Thank you. Not a problem. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. See, just like last time. Only he wasn't as sweaty today. Same routine. All right, let me close out this order. Take a photo. Skip and add a note. Handed to customer. Delivered. Next stop, we're going to go 8 minutes, 2.7 miles. We're going to go to a business, and it's going to be a leave with reception, I believe. And I believe I've been to this place before. In fact, I know I have. It's a dermatologist. We're gonna go to a dermatology place. I'm surprised they're open so early. It's 7:30. Do they really open this early? I wonder if it's just a leave at the door. Leave at building reception. Leave at front desk. I'm like, okay. I can do that. What's happening? Oh, it says to make a left. Is that the best way to go? To make a left? Alright. Sometimes the navigation doesn't give the best directions. You gotta really second guess. It's like, oh, is this the right best way to go? A couple of days ago, I was having this really bad problem where the navigation on DoorDash wasn't working right. And somebody was saying to use Google Maps the next time, but you can't really do a lot when you're that close to the drop-off. Like, I already knew I was only a minute away from the drop-off, and there was no place to pull over and like open up the Google Maps and find the address and manually type in the address. It's just too time consuming. Once I knew I was a minute away from the drop-off, I just had to zoom in to the pin and also see the street name. And I immediately after that, I said, okay, now I know where to go. And I just headed to that street. And then once I was on the street for that resident, I knew I was good. It was like, well, it's on this street. And of course the navigation still said I was on the wrong street, but you always have to override what the navigation said. You got to use common sense with this job, because the apps are not foolproof. They make mistakes all the time. It'll say you're on the right street and you're really not, and you end up dropping off at the wrong house. So whenever I come to street corners, I look for the signs and I read them. I'm like, okay, yep, that's the street, and then I turn. And that's how I feel very confident when I drop off. I always am aware of the street name, and I'm aware of the address number, both. Looks like this drop-off is going to be near the McDonald's and the Smart and Final. So I guess after I drop this off, I'll probably just sit in the parking lot of this dermatology center and just sit there for 5 to 10 minutes, and if nothing comes in, then I'll make my way back home. Ooh, the drivers on this road are so aggressive, man. The majority of the drivers on this road, they all are traveling to get on the freeway, and the freeway is not close to here. It's like a little bit of a drive, and so they all want to beat all these red lights, and so they're tailgating and speeding and jockeying for position, just trying to beat the lights. They all have one goal in mind: get to the on-ramp of the freeway as fast as you can, because they're all thinking about maybe there's like traffic on the freeway and they're going to be delayed. So they just want to get to the freeway and get on it so they can get to wherever they're trying to get to. And that's what makes this darn street so dangerous in the morning. It's probably one of the most dangerous roads I drive on in the morning, because it's just the concentration of people, and also just the number of accidents that I've seen on this road. This is the one street where I see the most intersection collisions regularly. And I just drive in the morning and I see these things. Got 0.3 miles to go. I can't believe this place is going to be open. It's 7:28. Maybe this dermatologist is super popular and they open real early. I don't see, well, there's cars in the parking lot. I don't see anybody coming in or out of the dermatology place. Alright, well, I'll park right in front and hopefully Hopefully the door is open. I hope. Here we go. I hope the door is open. Thank you. I forget. Thank you. Everything went fine on the drop off. No problems at all. I want to park in the shade. If I can back my car up and get on the other side. $5.50, 2 miles to shop. Nope. This car completely just stopped right behind me. It's like, what are the odds? Like, I'm just waiting to back up. And they have to stop right near me. And of course, they're the worst people to park in reverse. Terrible driving skills. They're completely not in the lines. Oh, here's some shade over here. I'll park at this building. This looks decent. All right, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. See you in 5. We got the next offer. It's coming from Uber Eats. I'm gonna get $7 to go to Mothership Coffee. I'm gonna get $7 for 2.7 miles. I was sitting there for about 5 or 6 minutes waiting, watching my TikTok, waiting for something good to come in. This was probably as good as it was gonna get because the app was just completely silent. There was nothing coming in. I was thinking about moving myself to another spot because it was taking so long for something decent to come in. But this came in and it was a good one. Ooh, this road, you gotta really floor it. Everybody comes so fast at you. And we only got like a half a mile to get to the drop-off, so it's real close. Uh-oh, what's this guy doing up ahead? Oh good, he's not in my lane. Yikes. Dangerous. Everybody drive safe. No reckless driving, please. Once we do this one, it'll be the $16 plus this $7. We'll have $23. Time is 7:41 right now. So I believe that means we're doing good. Anytime you get close to $20 within an hour, that means you're getting at least $20 an hour. So that's not shabby. All right, we park and let's go in. This time they actually gave me a bag. It was a 5-minute wait. They actually gave me a bag for the food. I thought they were just going to give me that usual little cardboard box that is not even sanitary to be leaving on a doorstep. But they must have gotten more bags back in stock. And that's why I got a bag finally. Wow, the traffic is really backed up. Is there a way for me to go around this situation? Because I do not want to get stuck in that. Okay, let's think. If I go this way and make a left, it's like, how can I bypass this situation? Because the traffic is severely stuck. I don't know if there's an accident or what. But I'm just trying to figure out how I can try to get at least past that one particular light, because the traffic is so backed up, nobody's gonna let me in. Oh, I know it's probably gonna add a bit of distance to the trip, but it's worth it. $5, 11 miles. It's worth it to just go this way than to deal with that mess. We're traveling currently 6 minutes, 1.9 miles. It's going to be a house and it's going to be a leave at the door. First home on the left of gate. I've got to be very careful on this turn not to flip the drinks. Yeah, I did not want... There was so much traffic on that street and that light is so long. I hope I made the right decision, because it looks like now the light is green or something, because now there's a ton of cars coming from this direction. Yeah, you just never know. I always try to do what makes sense at the time, and I just hope for the best. Sometimes you make a bad call. You think it's going to save you time doing what you're doing, it ends up taking more time. So now I'm headed back towards the street I was originally trying to get onto, but the traffic was backed up too severely. Currently up ahead, the light just turned red on me, but I should be able to make a right turn. There they go. Wow, it's really backed up. But because now the light just turned green, now all these cars are, once again, they're still going to be in my way. It's hard to know. I know for sure not a single one of these cars was going to let me in. Because they are, at this time of day, these drivers are ruthless. They completely ignore you. If you try to merge in, they just give you the stink eye. Oh boy. The good news is that I have to get in the far left-hand lane, and then all of these other people, they're trying to get on the freeway going, they're staying to the far right. Oh good, we got the light. Okay, cars, stop going through the red light. It's our turn. Give us a chance to freaking go. Another red light. Don't flip the drinks. Don't be aggressive. When you get in this kind of traffic, you really want to drive a little bit more aggressive. And then I got to remember I have drinks sitting on the floor that could easily fall out of the drink holder. I can't drive as aggressively. Well, the temperature currently is 79 degrees. It's going to be a hot one today because it's not even 8 a.m. and it's already going to hit 80. I got about 8 miles on the car and I'm getting 60 miles to the gallon. So far, so good. I mean, it seems like a normal day today. $6, 10 miles. Everything about today seems pretty darn normal. I don't feel like it's slow and I don't feel like it's busy. It's right on the cusp. And my strategy so far is working. The strategy is to make $50 today. They gotta pay me at least $8, $2 for every mile. However, I will take $6 and $7 offers, but the miles will have to be no greater than they would have to stay within the 2-mile range. So I will take a $6 or $7 offer as long as it's no greater than 2.9 miles to do the complete delivery. And that's my current winning strategy that I've been doing so far that has been working for me. The reason why it's been working is because it filters out those low dollar offers that I really don't want to take because they potentially just take too much time to complete, and they end up lowering my hourly rate. So by filtering out those types of offers, it's giving me a greater chance of receiving those high dollar offers, because that's just how it works. You know, if you are $6, 11 miles, if you are not available to receive the high dollar offers because you're so busy doing deliveries for the low dollar offers, well, then you're only gonna at random you have a much lower chance of getting those high paying offers because you're just not available to receive those types of offers. So that's the rationalization of why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so far it seems to be working. Every day or every time I change my strategy, it's always an experiment. You try it to see if it works, and if it works, keep doing it. And then when it stops working, do another strategy. Try something else. You always got to adapt to the marketplace. You know, whatever's happening, if you start to notice a trend and your strategy's not working anymore, you've got to change it. You really don't have no choice if you want to make some money. So if the moment this strategy starts to not work, I have to also realize, like, okay, what's the backup plan if this continues to not work? Because there's certain things that will not change, like, you know, like the window of time that I work every day. That's not going to change. It's usually I only work, the window is like 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hour window to receive offers. So that's a constant. And then I know that no matter what, I want to get the $2 for every mile. So that's a constant. So that way I don't, you know, brutalize my car and end up having to scrap my car and get another one because, you know, I've driven it into the ground. And the repairs are so expensive now. So that's the other constant. So all the other things are variations. It's just like, well, do I take a $4 offer? Do I take a $3 offer? Do I want to take $5 offers today? Do I want to do, you know, $5, 5 miles? I don't know if I've delivered to this place before. It says in a quarter of a mile, make a left turn. I don't remember ever turning into this community that's coming up. Doesn't seem familiar to me at all. No, I've never turned in here before. This is going to be a first. I've seen this community many times, but I've never turned into it. Not that I remember. Gate code. I think they said it's like the first house. First house on the left after the gate. God, I can't see with this big old truck. I think it said first home on the left of gate. Alright, got it. Gate code is first house on the left. Okay. That sounds simple. Make my left. I don't want to park near these guys doing the cleaning. Let me throw my hazard lights on. We're here, let's do it. Grab the drinks. Carefully grab the drinks. Grab the bag of food. Let's go. Thank you. Done. Oh, did it. Now all I gotta do is turn around safely without hurting any of these gardeners. think I can safely back in to one of these parking spots and then roll out. All right, that's all done. We're out. Now I'm gonna head to a business center near here, $7, 11 miles on Pebble. Park and wait. That's all I can do next. Park and wait for the next one. Do the routine. It's like the more structure you make for yourself, the less stressful this job is. You just have to kind of have a routine. And then no matter what crazy stuff happens, you know you have the structure that you've created for yourself to keep yourself from stressing out. And so far it seems to be working. You know, I set all these boundaries for myself, you know, only go to these certain places to deliver and not to other places. Always go and park and wait at these specific spots. $10, 15 miles. Wait for a specific period of time that's reasonable so I'm not bored or anxious waiting. And then, and then just head home. And that's always the best part, is when you head home, because there's no stress at all. Just enjoy being at home until the next offer comes up. That's just my strategy. For yourself, you got to come up with your own, because you have different circumstances than I do. Your home may be too far away, so you've got to find a place that is a happy place for you to park. Find a place that feels safe to you. Maybe there's access to a public restroom. Maybe there's a place to stand up for a while, or a place to park where there's shade and you're not in the sun. Yeah, you got to do what makes sense for you. Maybe it's a place that's your favorite place to get a soda or a snack. Whatever it may be, you got to figure that out. I used to like to go park at a certain McDonald's, and I would have all these points on my McDonald's app, and I'd get like a free egg McMuffin all the time. But I can't do that anymore because I got to watch my health and my eating habits. I can't do that. So that's out. Unfortunately. That was a really good place to wait. Oh God, this person parked right where I was gonna park. I'll go down a little further. Never fails. All right, I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Well, it's officially too slow to get anything, so I'm heading back home. Unfortunately, nothing else came in that was worth my time. Unfortunately. I spelled water here? It's my imagination. $8, 7 miles. No. Yep, I waited the right amount of time. I was there for about 7-8 minutes. Just waiting. And nothing. $3, 3 miles. Nothing good at all. I couldn't wait any longer. Even TikTok was getting boring. I was like, this is boring. I gotta go. Oh, it's the way it is sometimes. Currently it's 81 degrees. I have 10 miles on the car, getting 60 miles to the gallon. $8, 13 miles. $8, 8 miles. That was a weird one. It didn't have a name of a restaurant. It was just a random address. I wouldn't have taken that one no matter what dollar amount it was. It's probably one of these crazy people who decided to make something out of their own kitchen at home. And they joined DoorDash to try to sell, garbage that they're cooking in their own kitchen and at their house. I saw that one time on, I think it was on TikTok, that someone had made up their own restaurant account on DoorDash, and it was just their house. and they were selling stuff out of their own kitchen. And I thought, and they were just buying stuff from Costco. They were buying Costco pastries and just heating them up in the microwave and putting them in a bag. And they were charging, of course, double the price for the pastries. It was wild. I'm like, that is crazy. Why somebody would do that, I don't even know. I mean, obviously they would just want to make money, but that doesn't even sound legal or ethical. Well, traffic is still heavy. This is still the rush hour time. And I wanted to stay there just until I got another offer, but I just couldn't handle it anymore. I just got to remind myself that this is a job that I do to have a good time as a hobby. So it's like, well, just go home. Don't take it so serious. Head home, relax, enjoy yourself, and maybe nothing else will come in for the rest of the day. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Tomorrow's another day. Maybe it'll be busier in the afternoon. Who knows? I won't be there, though. As soon as that clock hits, let's see. When did I start? Like 7? 7 plus 3, 10. So as soon as it hits 10:30. 10:30 is the latest. That's 3.5 hours. By 10:30, if nothing good comes in, I'm turning it off. $8, 11 miles. There are some days where it's just nothing but bad offers come in. I mean, bad offers for me. There's not $2 for every mile. I think in the past, I would have adapted my routine. I would have been like, okay, I'll do $1.50 for every mile in order to get offers. But at this stage of where I'm at right now, I just don't have any interest. I'm like, that's okay. The honeymoon period for this job has passed. $5, 10 miles. That was during the honeymoon phase. You know, when this job was exciting to do, and I just had so much fun, and I wanted just anything. It didn't matter if I put a ton of miles on the car. I just wanted to do it, to learn about it, and have a good time. And now my priority is my car, because I know to replace my car, it's gonna cost me anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 to replace, and I'm not ready to give up that kind of money. Not yet. Maybe when I'm in my 60s, I'll be ready. But I want this car to go. I want this car to go for a long time. I want it to last at least. I was hoping it would last 20 years. You see these stories all the time where people are driving these Priuses and they're really old and they're still running. $4, 5 miles. Maybe this car will last that long. I don't know. I got the next offer and it's from DoorDash. I'm gonna go to Sunny and Fine's Breakfast Burrito and also go to Don Chuy Mexican Grill for $9.80, and I have to drive 3.7 miles. Both of these restaurants are the same restaurant. The restaurant is called Don Chuys, and their ghost kitchen name is Sunny and Fine's Breakfast Burritos. So what's really cool is that I'm just picking up 2 orders from the same restaurant and dropping off to 2 different customers. Should be really easy. Really low miles, no problems at all. And the time right now is 8:41 a.m. I would say I was stuck at home for probably about, probably about 20 minutes I was at home waiting. So grand total is about 30 minutes of lag time before I got the next offer. So it's slow. It's gone from being a normal day to being a slow day. And that is okay by me. It can be slow all day long for all I care. This is the kind of day where it's like, all right, well, I'll just be relaxing at home more than making money. It's just fine. Tomorrow's another day to make money. Same metaphor, just going fishing. Didn't catch a lot of fish today, everybody. Tomorrow I may catch the big one, but today, not so much. Today, not so many fish are in the pond to catch. They've all swam away to other parts of town. This is the first time I've ever gotten an order from this place that is the actual name of the restaurant and also a ghost kitchen. So more than likely, one customer ordered the traditional Mexican food that they create, and another customer ordered a breakfast burrito. That's really the only difference in the menus. If you order from Don Chuy, you're gonna get a traditional, menudo or enchilada or taco tostada. Sonny and Fine's, it's just an egg and cheese or egg and sausage or, egg and beef. Burrito, egg and potato. Just a traditional American breakfast burrito wrapped in a tortilla. That's really the only difference between the two. I'm sure the cook inside doesn't really even care. He doesn't even think about it being two different restaurants. He just sees the item he has to make and he throws it together. And they don't even have different packaging. All of their wrappers and bags, they're just generic. They don't even have they don't even have the name of the restaurant on either bag. They're just generic, so I guess that simplifies their process so they don't have to worry about it. I think IHOP has a ghost kitchen, and they have a whole different set of bags and packaging. I think Denny's does too, now that I think about it. I can't remember the names of them though. One of them's called like the Great Grilled Cheese or something like that. I don't know. The Grilled something is one name, and the other one I don't know. It's been so long since I've gotten a ghost kitchen order from Denny's or IHOP. And for all I know, they've stopped doing it. Maybe they got a lot of complaints that it's not ethical, and corporate said we need to stop doing it. That's a possibility. Oh shoot, I forgot to hit I've arrived at the store. I've arrived. I'm close enough to arriving anyway. Close enough. And I have a feeling that the app is going to, since it thinks it's two different restaurants, I have to pick up for one customer first before I can pick up for the other. Uh-oh, they're doing a lot of landscaping. Oh, I better park over here. There's the guy blowing all the leaves. He's like, don't park there. I'm like, okay, let's do it. One order was ready, and I'm just waiting for the next order. They're still cooking it. But the app said that the customer for the first one was like a special customer or something. You can see it on the screen. Really weird. I'm like, why would I treat this customer any different from any other customer? It doesn't matter to me. It's just every customer gets treated the same. Weird. They hadn't started the second order yet, so I was in there about 8 minutes waiting for them to get it all cooked. We're on our way. Right, well, let me see here. The first drop-off is 2 minutes from here. 0.4 miles. I thought it was going to be in this shopping center, but it's not. It looks like it's going to be the Tesla building. That's my best guess based on the drop-off spot. Let's start making our way. And it says handed to recipient, so it looks like I'm going to be stuck waiting for them more than likely, because usually they're not there when I arrive. Just a security guard is usually down there. So I guess the plan will be when I walk inside the building, I'll message them, letting them know that I've arrived, and then just stand there and wait till they show up, till they come down the elevator. Not much else I can do. At least this one's close by, and the other one should be close too, because the number of miles are so low. So far so good. It was relaxing being inside the Don Chuys. The food smelled good because they ordered like a carne asada French fry plate, and the other person ordered a steak breakfast burrito. So it all smells delicious. So everything is just fine. And I was watching some kind of Spanish program that they had on where they always show like old Spanish movies on their TV when you go in there, and that's always fun. I'm pretty sure they're like Mexico style because I can tell that they're always showing these movies that are like westerns, but everybody's speaking Spanish. So I guess back in the day that was the popular style of movie to make. And I think it was they probably made, based on the look of the movie I was watching, it looked like it was a movie in the 40s or 50s. No, sorry, that's too long ago. It looked like it was a movie from the 50s or the 60s. 40s would be too long ago based on what I was seeing. The style of it. It had like a reddish tint to it. So yes, I was doing that. I was supposed to go to the movies today. I was supposed to go see Final Destination Part something, but it got rescheduled. So I'll probably go see that next week. And I'm pretty sure I've seen every single one, and I'm sure it's going to be just a repeat of the same thing over and over again. So, but it'll still be fun to watch. See, we're going to make a right coming up. It looks 100% like the Tesla building. I just got to make sure I drop off the right order because it's like the same place. Yeah, it's the one with the carne asada fries. And I think they just sent me a message, so let's see. I'll have to read it when I finally park and throw my hazard lights on. For all I know, they're going to say, I'll meet you at the curb. Alright, we are here. Let me throw my hazard lights on. Let's read the message that they said. What does it say? Hey. I say, hi. I've arrived. The customer did not meet me. They said to leave it at security. Why they didn't say that at the beginning, I have no idea. They made me jump through hoops for nothing. They first sent me a message saying, hi, this is so-and-so. And I was like, hi, I have arrived. And then they didn't respond. Then I go inside and I stand by the elevator and I tell them I am at the elevator waiting. And then they say, just leave it with security. I'm like, okay. Why you didn't say that in your very first message, I have no idea. It would have saved me a lot of time. It didn't really make sense to me. Why would you first say hi to me and all you would say is, hi, this is your name? Like if their name was Joe. It's like, hi, this is Joe. That was the only thing their message said. And I'm like, hi, I'm here. I'm at the elevator waiting for you, patiently waiting like a professional delivery driver would. Oh, you can just leave it with security. I'm like, okay, have a nice day. And now we gotta go 4 minutes, 1.2 miles to the next drop off. This one hopefully will be more simple. It looks like it's a house and it looks like a leave at the door. It looks like this one's gonna be simple. And this is the special customer that I needed to pay extra special attention to in order to get a great review and even possibly a bigger tip. And don't even get it. I'm like, why are you telling me this? This is not motivating for you to tell me that, because what are you saying, that I should treat all the other customers like garbage? And this customer, I'm supposed to like butter their buns or something? Like, what are you trying to imply when you send this message to me? They used to do this to me when I did Uber X and I drive people around. They would send me messages for certain customers and say, this customer is a big tipper. And let me tell you, it didn't make any difference. They were just like anybody else. I bet you for one order, they were in a good mood and they were generous. I bet you that's what happened. One time they generously tipped a delivery driver, and now they've been marked. They've been marked by the app as being an easy mark. Somebody to easily flip some dollars on. Doesn't make it. It's not true, because the person may have just been in a good mood, or they ordered something a really large order. So it doesn't. They should. Both Uber and DoorDash should not mark their customers as big tippers, because nobody is consistently a generous tipper. Sometimes it's just based on circumstances. Okay, we're almost there. It's going to be on the right. What's your address? Okay. We're getting close. I'm looking for the number. No, not that one, not that one. I think it's this one. Where's your number? Oh, it's not that one either. That one's not it either. How about this one? Yes, it's this one. Let's do it. Thank you. Oh, stop, computer, stop. I don't know what you're doing. They're always adding new features to my phone and it throws me off. It was like, add tags to this photo. Tags are now saved. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, phone. I didn't enter any tags for the photo. Now we hit, where are we? I don't even know where I'm at. I honestly, I was talking so much to you guys, I'm not sure where I'm at logistically. I guess I'm just gonna head back towards home at the moment, because I don't know where I'm at. I believe I'm really close to, God, did I even make a left or a right to get in here? I made a left. Okay, so based on this particular spot where I'm at, I will park over. Gosh, where do I normally park when I'm over here? Oh, I'm gonna park over at the Starbucks. I know where I'm at now. So I'm gonna park over at the Starbucks and wait 5 minutes, the one on Green Valley and Pebble. And hopefully something else comes in. That's all I can do. And it's so slow. I'm on the fence. I'm like, well, maybe I should just head home directly and not even wait, because it's slow. Deathly slow. Time is 9:08 a.m. I think I got over $30 now, and I got 15 miles on the car, getting 62 miles to the gallon. Wow, this person in front of me is driving super slow. 29 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. Everybody's going around except me, because I'm not in a hurry. I got no work right now, so there's no sense even driving around this person driving slow. Absolutely no reason. This is like my waiting spot. Got about an hour and a half left in the day to go. Less than an hour and a half. It's 9:08, so I'm gonna shut it off at 10:30. At least I finally made it into the 30s, so that's good news. Let's see if I can actually get into the 40s before the day ends. Well, we know today people are ordering coffee. This morning I picked up coffee at Coffee Bean and also at the Urth Caffe. So maybe it's finally my turn to get a Starbucks order. $12, 11 miles. Maybe today will be my day. I'm really overdue to get a Starbucks. Usually every day I get at least one Starbucks order. Maybe the customers now are getting sick and tired of Starbucks. I don't see how that could be possible, though. They put some kind of addictive flavoring inside those Starbucks drinks to make them so delicious that people can't say no. They get that craving and their brain says, Starbucks, Starbucks, get me a Starbucks. I will see you guys shortly in about 5 minutes. Well, just like I thought, slow, nothing at all, nothing good anyway. There was an offer that came in for like $4. That was $2 for every mile, but I wasn't gonna do it. $12 for 3 miles to deliver an anonymous package to a regular public citizen. $5, 1.2 miles. Nope. I don't deliver packages. I don't go to strangers' houses and pick up packages. That's not happening. And the other one was too low money-wise, so that's not a good one either. Is this guy gonna cross the street? No. So now I'm just making my way back home. I may turn the app off when I get back home. I think I might wash the dogs. On a day slow like this, it's like, why continue on? I got other priorities I could be doing. Yeah, I think I just might do. I mean, if I make it home, that's what I think I'm gonna do. $5, 4 miles. Yeah, I'm starting to lose motivation by the second. It's really difficult to keep the momentum going when there's nothing going on. And I keep thinking about those dirty dog faces that I see every day. Like I got some dirty dogs waiting for me that need attention. Desperately need attention. My turn, mister. Don't even try it. I'm next. I was waiting first. Don't even play a game with me. That is the weirdest intersection. I have this funny feeling that I'm not going to get anything else today. Rachel's Kitchen, $7, 11 miles. Something just tells me. It's got this funny feeling it's too slow. The time is not working for me either. It's 9:20 right now. This is normally the slowest time of the day. This is the point in time where all the breakfast people have full stomachs and all the lunch people aren't hungry yet. It's like that weird period of time in between breakfast and lunch, where if you haven't eaten by now, you're just going to wait until lunchtime before you order. So yeah, it doesn't look like anything else is going to be happening for the moment. Temperature right now, 85 degrees, and I only have 16 miles on the car. This is really making up for yesterday where I drove like almost 45 miles. I'm getting 61 miles to the gallon. God, it's probably going to be 100 degrees today at this point. And this is still considered cool weather for Vegas. The hot weather comes when it reaches 110 every day. Then it's considered hot. We're just at the cusp of it getting a warming trend.